Hey guys, it's Dion. I want to do a video about identity, and I think this might end up being maybe a 3 or 4 part just kind of talk with you guys. Talking about identity. So, we see in Romans chapter 8 where we are identified as sons of God. It says in verse 15 that those who are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God. It tells us that we are no longer in bondage to fear, but we have been adopted into a family, right? And this family is a beloved family. It's a beloved body, and the Father is God, and we can call him Abba Father. We can read that, we can hear that, we can believe it to a degree. But if we have not dealt with wounds from our past that have us living out of an orphan mentality, we will not be able to fully own and live out and manifest our true divine identity as sons of God. So when I use the term orphan mentality, this is what I mean. It's an inaccurate way that we view God, that we view ourselves, that we view others. It's an inaccurate way that we view worth, our self-worth and value, and it's based upon unhealed emotional wounds. So, our identity is sons, as we see in Romans 8, but we're looking at ourselves and at others and even at God through a lens of pain and brokenness from our past. And don't you guys know that that will distort reality when you're looking through the lens of pains and past, and you feel shame and you feel regret and all of these things start to surface? It can make it difficult to really lock into our identity and to really lock into that intimate place with the Father. So you think about an orphan. What are some traits of an orphan? An orphan is fatherless or motherless, fearful, unprotected. They feel unprotected. They feel insecure. They're distrusting. They are full of rejection. They feel unwanted. They often have a poor self-image because nobody has spoken identity over them, and they often struggle with low confidence. And so you have to self-assess, right? And think about yourself. Are there areas in your life where you manifest fear, where you question your self-worth, you avoid relationships due to distrust, you reject yourself or reject others, you feel insecure and unclear about who you really are? These are traits of the orphan mentality, and they will stifle and hinder us from manifesting our true identity. So I want to ask you a few things, and this is going to be a really short, just kind of intro video, but I want to leave you some things to think about. So do you see God as a distant taskmaster versus a close, loving father? Are you heavily independent, self-reliant, and rarely acknowledge your need for help? Are you insecure and lacking peace? Do you strive for praise and approval from people? Do you self-reject due to comparing yourself to others? Do you seek comfort in counterfeit affections like addictions, compulsions, escape, busyness? Do you view authority as a source of pain? Do you distrust authority? And finally, are you unable to give and receive love? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then there are parts of your soul, parts of your mind that need to be healed and made whole, because those are traits of an orphan mentality. Okay? So, you can watch this video again, listen to these questions again. I don't want to rush through this. Again, this is just more of an intro, but I want to do probably a 3 or 4 part series talking about the orphan mentality, because until we deal with those thought patterns, those belief patterns that are rooted in lies, that keep us from manifesting our true self, that keep us from receiving love from the Father and being made whole, we will continue to walk through this life fragmented and not manifesting the fullness of Christ in the earth as his sons. Okay? So think about these, and I'll be back soon with the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.